Hello.
Hello. Hi, this is Stefan.
Hi, Stefan. Good afternoon. It's Piotr from ironShield here. Apologies for being a few minutes late. First of all, thank you very much for being available for the call. By the way of a quick introduction, I'm looking at, from the credit investor point of view, I'm looking at Nerstar. And I'm sure that you have seen quite violent movement in both equity and the share prices. And really, what I'm trying to understand is, whether now it is an interesting opportunity for taking a position in this name. So to that effect, I think it's very important for me to first understand where the market is, and I'm hearing completely opposing views on where the zinc prices and lead prices are likely to move into 2019, and what is causing the drop that we have witnessed over the summer. There's probably a little bit less disagreement regarding what happens with the treatment charges, but again, we could discuss this as well. And also, if we could discuss the treatment charges from both zinc and lead point of view. But maybe we can start with your view on what is causing the weakness in the LME price, and how do you expect this to play out, or what are the possible scenarios or potential ranges for what we're going to see in 2017 and potentially going forward?
Okay, no worries. I mean, zinc prices are fundamentally very simply by supply and demand. So there's not much rocket science to it, to be quite honest. And the easiest indicator that you can follow is probably the LME inventory level.
Sorry, but there's a bit of an echo on your side. I can't really hear you well.
Okay, I'll try to change my phone. Is it better now?
It's slightly better. Let's try.
Okay. It's the easiest mechanic. Well, there's only one mechanic to the zinc price, which is supply, demand, and stock levels. So if you ask me, we need to look at each of these factors in separation. I think the global economy is still going very well. At least we haven't had any signs of a significant cooling down of China or the US, which is both the main driver for zinc consumption, so the demand side. So my personal view is unless we see a significant economic downturn next year, we should see the demand side stable, if not even growing at the usual 2 to 3% per year, because China is still, behind in terms of galvanizing new cars, and et cetera, et cetera. So we should still see the normal, let's say, industry demand increase if we don't see an economic downturn, which nobody can really predict. But so far, I would say no signs would lead to believe that this is the case. The other one is supply. Supply has been disrupted in 2016 and a little bit in 2017, mainly because of big mine closures, Lachine and Century, and obviously Glencore. Glencore has taken purposely out volume from the market to drive treatment charges down and to drive the metal price up, but that has been coming back on. Glencore has slowly turned on these mines again. And then there's another factor which impacted global supply, which is the Chinese environmental regulations on mines, on small mines in particular. A lot of the mines have been put on care and maintenance in 2015 when the zinc price was very, very low, and most of these mines turned uneconomic. And the good thing for the market is that these mines have not been allowed to be turned back on because of increased environmental regulations. So on the supply side, the pressure is